Hello, Strikers. With just 6 days remaining until Season 1 drops, we've got some new interesting information on the upcoming Strikers. First, we have the Alphard here, and you can see we have some new cards, slides, whatever you want to call them, about the Strikers. This is just a maintenance notification about a pre-launch test. I have had a look. I can't see it in training or anything like that, so I'm guessing it's just roleplay. But yeah, so you can see a really nice image of it there with its updated paint job. But this combat evaluation is especially interesting. So I'm just going to read this out for you, save you a bit of time yourself. Alphaud, a high-performance striker developed by an offshore Thalassic Federation research facility, features oversized propulsion systems designed to minimize enemy reaction time and rapidly breach defenses. Alphaud's weapon configuration emphasizes efficiency and lethality. Its primary armament, the Alphaud, I'm not really sure how to say that, autocannon, custom designed by Salem Electric for high-speed units, features low recoil and an independent power source, ensuring stable firepower without relying on the Striker's power grid, even during high-mobility operations. Test results confirm Alphard's ability to deliver concentrated barrages in short bursts, surpassing standard Striker firepower. It excels at breaching defenses, maintaining momentum, and suppressing enemy positions. Even at high speeds, Alphard's steady fire accuracy ensures effectiveness in high-pressure assaults. However, Alphard's high-speed performance places heavy physical and mental demands on pilots. Tests show untrained pilots often lose control, resulting in accidents from imbalances caused by extreme speed and operational loads. Alphaud is built strictly for offensive operations, excelling in precise, high-speed strikes against critical targets. Effective use demands precise timing, route selection, and target prioritization. Its success relies on compressing enemy reaction times and completing assaults before defenses adjust. Simulations show inexperienced pilots often mismanage propulsion and firepower, leaving themselves vulnerable to counterattacks. Skilled pilots, however, can harness Alphard's capabilities to decisively shift battles. Proper training and mastery of its systems are crucial for unlocking its full potential. Now, this suggests to me that it is going to be a pain for the heavy and ultra heavy strikers especially, who can't get out of the way. I believe it will kind of be a mix between a Falcon and a Stego, and perhaps it will have a kind of Panther-like mobility skill where it will charge in a specific direction, potentially being untargetable during that time, where it will be able to unload all of its weapons, missiles, and rockets, kind of like a Stego does. And then it will potentially have a fairly long reload time on those. I don't know if this is the striker that we need right now in the current meta. I don't think it will answer any of the problems that we're currently having with Inferno and Sky Raider, for example. And it sounds like it's going to make life a lot more difficult for especially Stego and Tricera, who I feel are already having a kind of a difficult time. I know they can be played exceptionally well, but I do think that they are quite weak and quite vulnerable already. So if you throw this guy into the mix, who seems like he is a burst striker, who is there to put on a lot of pressure, to displace heavies, yeah, I feel like it's going to be kind of rough. You can see here we have some nice concept art of the striker. It's looking very fancy with its high heels, and a nice design indeed. Here we just have some renders of its kit in color, and again, you can see this assault thruster here, which I think is going to be quite interesting to see it going. And I still believe that this electro trail is going to kind of be like Inferno's, where it will have these after images. You won't be able to target it, and it will use that in its kind of strafing run. These autocannons, they remind me a lot of Falcon's weapons, which is why I feel like it's going to have this very constant chip damage alongside this burst from these weapons here. So for all intents and purposes, it will be like a flyer, but it won't have wings. It will have a burst, a strafing run, dump all its damage, and then it will have to go on the sort of defensive whilst it reloads and repositions. And that's it for the Alphard. So we have the Hel here as well. We have the same thing, just another maintenance notice, and then we have a nice striking picture of it here. Again, we have this combat evaluation from Christian. Hel is a specialized striker by Bifrost Industry. It is designed for infiltration missions. Deployed near critical enemy installations, it eliminates targets with precision and withdraws undetected, evading all interception attempts. Its capabilities greatly enhance Shadow's operational flexibility. Hel features the Mystilean long-range emitter, a rare armament for its class, paired with the Tierfing reflector drones mounted on its back. This system excels against entrenched targets, with tests showing that proper drone deployment maximizes its effectiveness against covered enemies. Hel is also equipped with the Gleipnir trap drones, specialized for infiltration and disruption. Though structurally fragile, their excellent concealment makes them nearly undetectable in adverse battlefield conditions. Hel's key feature, the Tarnhelm Deception Kit, is an advanced optical camouflage system that projects decoys and simulates electromagnetic signatures, countering most detection systems and enhancing its deep penetration capabilities in enemy territory. Hel is a specialized stealth unit built for precision strikes and tactical disruption. It eliminates key targets undetected, disrupts operation, and sows battlefield disarray to delay enemy responses, relying on information superiority, precise timing, and disciplined execution. Hel prioritizes limited, accurate strikes over sustained firepower for maximum impact. Hel's advanced deception systems and stealth make it a formidable adversary. Encounters demand immediate caution, confirm its presence before locking onto a target. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't like the sound of this at all. I mean, it just sounds like a big Narukami. Again, I don't think this is a striker that we need. We already have Narukami, we already have Aquila, we already have Stellaris, who all already kind of fill this role. Stellaris is able to get into the enemy, it's able to strike the back lines. We have the precision striking of the Aquila. We've got the decoy drones of the Narukami and its stealth capabilities as well. We have 2 snipers, and if you throw in Sky Raider into that as well, we kind of have 3. I don't see its purpose in the current meta. I was hoping that we would have more answers for these types of mechs, but instead they just seem to be adding more to the pool. Both the Alphard and the Hel seem like they could be fun, but is it what the game needs? I'm not so sure. We have some concept art here. It looks very cool. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I'm skeptical about if this is what the game needs. I was hoping for something a little bit more sort of standardized, more kind of just combat mechs like, Welkin, Hurricane, Panther, you know, mechs who are going to be out there fighting on the field. But it seems like we have two new, very kind of specialized mechs here. And another sniper. I really don't feel like we needed this. But that's it for the maintenance logs. Let's just go have a quick look at the strikers as they're in the maintenance bay with all their new paint jobs and weapons attached and things like that. So we'll just run over there and have a quick peek. I hope at the very least when we get the patch notes for this, we're going to see some balance changes that take into account these mechs. I feel like strikers that are already kind of strong are just going to be stronger. Strikers that are already kind of weak are just going to be weaker. Based on those two alone, I can't see a world where Stego and Tricera have any luck in this game. Oh, there you can see it's pink high heels right off the bat there. I mean, it is looking pretty cool. It's looking pretty menacing with all its rockets. I'm assuming those rockets will be sheathed on its back until they need to fire, kind of like a Welkin. It definitely has a very Aleseness-y kind of design. Oh wow, you can see there it's auto cannons with the ammo belts feeding into them. It's thruster pack and it's missile rocket pods on its shoulders. Design-wise, I mean, this is definitely a win. I think it looks incredibly cool. Obviously, the jury is out on how it will feel to fly, but yeah, that is what it says it is. Very high-speed burst mech. I think it's going to be quite fun to fly. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Paint job is cool. I think it will look good with unique paint jobs the pilots will give it. I can definitely see myself giving it a try at least. I really like its design. Let's run over to the Hel and just see how he's looking. So he's got his kit on. His paint job's not quite finished yet, but I guess they are working on that. It's a very, like, angular, menacing looking striker. I guess the angular design is for its kind of, you know, stealth capabilities. There's its sniper rifle there. And there's its mass of drones. I guess it's kind of like the super hostile version of Serenith. It has one of those Serenith style butts on it, kind of like a wasp's abdomen. Yeah. I mean, it is looking cool. They're both looking cool. I am, like I said, I'm still skeptical if it's going to be what the game needs right now. And I feel like if it doesn't have a solid balance patch that is going to adjust some of the existing strikers with these in mind, it's going to be a massive meta shift. I can't see a place for slower, more vulnerable mechs. I mean, just imagine what would happen if you are a Tricera sitting on a payload with these two new mechs in the game. You know, just imagine if you are a Stego, and then, you know, this thing and Stellaris like sneak behind enemy lines and just like absolutely obliterate you. Yeah, I'm skeptical. I am. I love the game. Don't get me wrong, and I'm gonna give them every chance to make the most of it. But yeah, We'll see how it turns out. Let me know what you think about these strikers. Now we know what their roles are going to be, and if you think they're going to shine, or if you think they are going to cause problems for the meta. That's it for now. Thanks very much.